Last week was a trip to Navarra, where the drivers navigated the flying corners and hairpins of a complete asphalt road course. And before that, a dirt-covered jumpy truck track. But it's back to the Rallycross Circuit yet again for the final 2 weeks of the season. Does Spain hold drama for the Contenders tonight? We'll find out together live on ASM. Our venue for today is the virtual circuit, the Barcelona-Catalunya. Built in 1991, North American Simulated Auto Racing began utilizing this circuit in 2021B. Spanning a length of 0.69 miles, Barcelona's Rallycross Circuit boasts a very balanced mix of hairpins and fast sweeping corners in both asphalt and dirt, as well as a very technical right-left chicane that will challenge the drivers' slow speed maneuvering to a fault. Always plenty of action in the tight confines of Spain with absolutely no margin of error here. And in NASA Rallycross, our format is the following. We're finishing open practice shortly, which leads us to a 3-lap solo qualifying session that will split the field equally into 5-lap heat races, with the Joker lap taken once. The top 2 from these heat races will transfer directly into the feature race, while first gets 3 bonus points and second gets 2 bonus points. The rest of our drivers from these heat races will be sent to the semifinals, also 5 laps with 1 Joker lap. And again, the top 2 transfer to the feature, while first place receives a bonus point. This sets the grid for our 10-lap feature race, where the points are awarded, the trophies are handed out, and unique to NASA Rallycross, 2 Jokers are taken during the feature. Top 3 from this evening's race will also be granted entry into Saturday's supercar race, and the 26th season NASA Rallycross Contenders continues tonight, live on the Automotive Sports Network with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaud, as we welcome you to virtual Barcelona, Spain. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is always brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, OSS. Your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. Have your sim racing cams covered. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. And finally, the intro music. The NASA World Feed was produced by Alex Abedi. Hello, Bryan. We're back into the Rallycross world, and it's beautiful Barcelona. How are you feeling about a trip to Spain and on a historically unforgiving track?
Well, first off, I'm feeling a little deja vu. Second time we did that intro in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't
Right,
hit the
better
live
second time
button.
around anyway.
Sorry
Yeah.
for being a little late. I love Barcelona as a track. It's a really technical, a lot of fun to drive. You get a lot of awesome passing done here. This is one of the, I believe, 2 or 3 real-life Rallycross tracks that are still in use on the iRacing service, or actually in use in real life still. And yeah, it really proves it. You can get a lot of door banging here, a lot of push to passes, all sorts of slides. But yeah, super excited to be back. Endurance Championship is over, and we're gonna have a good night of racing.
Back to the switching, the back and forth, and the technical nature of Rallycross, no doubt. We'll dive right into the Drivers' Championship right now. Our champion-elect, Joshua Darnell, 168 atop of Joshua Goddard. I don't think there's a chance he can come back. That drop week was played in after the endurance round. After it got tallied in, Joshua Darnell is the champion in Contenders. So nothing there, but plenty of action in the spaces between. There's the movement can happen. Zachary Goddard here kind of planted himself into second place ahead of Matthew Grove in third with 108. Eric Dubois in fourth ahead of Jake Robichaud in fifth. Ed Boyles Jr., JP DeFino, Jeff Cartwright still in a little battle there with a few points as Jeff Cartwright's tied for 8th with Klaus Kreutzer, and Daryl Young there in 10th position. Teams Championship. Also kind of away and away for those TWRS cars. Slaypex Racing Ford 356. They're also going to take that one, no problem. Slaypex Racing Subaru, powered by TWRS 226 in second. Saints and Sinners Racing by TWRS 225. A little bit of a battle there. 1 point separating those two. JC Academy in fourth. Mika Esport in fifth. Red Beaver Racing in sixth. PWR Subi Squad in seventh. And the second iteration in eighth. PS2 Motorsports in 9, and Ice Motorsports in 10th. And of course, manufacturers looking like Ford. 216, 182 over Subaru. I suppose anything can happen here in that battle, but still looking like it's going to be a Ford one. Apologies for the quick nature of that. Woo! But we wanted to catch up a little bit before we jump into some programming notes. Really quickly, Torque Sports Car Series round number 6 at Le Mans. Spooky Le Mans, they're going to call it. So I think that's a night race. Should be pretty fun. It's on October 31st at 8:30 Eastern. I know that's we're going to have Bryan and Cody for that one. And then Supercars. We're going to be back here in Barcelona for round number 9 this Saturday, November 2nd, 2:30 Eastern. Josh and Bryan for that one. And then it's in the lights. NASA Rallycross Futures and Lights, to be specific. Round number 10 at Knock Hill, November 3rd, 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, respectively. Ethan and Josh for that one. And then the final round for Contenders will be round number 10, Knock Hill, November 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern, with Bryan and myself for that one. It's going to be action-packed. Knock Hill is always a fun circuit. Let's see what these guys have in store for it. As we get ready to kick things off here, how much time do we have left? There's a little bit left to go. We'll push our drivers off right into that qualifying session. See what we have to go. Only 9 drivers made the trip over here to Europe, to Spain, if you will. You want to write it that way. We'll call it as if that's all who could afford to make it. So Joshua Darnell and Zach Goddard's going to be a little battle.
I think a lot of them saw Josh Darnell clinch last week. And
writing on the wall.
Well, it's over.
Fair enough. Might as well not waste my time. Those two going to go out and battle it out. Everyone right off the floodgates, with the exception of Goddard and Rateau, just off and away. Wow, a little messy in the corner there in the T1. Easy to do, but we want to get that out of the way quick. That's a spot you don't want to be spinning at the start of a race here, Bryan. Tricky entry here into this course. Really tight asphalt hairpin that everybody dives into. We'll see that happen multiple times tonight as we ride on with Eric Dubois here. Counting out to start his first lap.
Runs a little wide in the dirt there. Yeah, that right-left chicane is a pain, and so is his barrier out in the middle of the track. See what it did to Eric there. He just had to almost stop the car, ruined his lap because he took the entry wrong. That barrier likes to put itself in a different spot at the beginning of every session.
So it's being placed by a steward, not quite in the same spot. They should chalk that. Hot take here. Hot take as we jump on with Matthew Grove here in B472, rounding out. Starting off lap, he's fired off a 43.297, but it's Klaus Kreutzer who jumps atop the board here with a 41.960. For the time being, this track is tough for getting clean laps in. I was plagued early on in my Contenders career with issues here getting laps done. Olivier Rateau jumps into second position here with a 42.3 flat. So a couple laps in here. Eric Dubois not yet set a time, nor has Joshua Darnell, Bryan.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen them yet on track. I'm wondering. Yep, he's pulling over here, so he must.
Oh, there we go. Joshua Darnell gets his lap in. It's a 42.036. That's it for him. Oh wait, maybe he has one.
Yeah, he's gonna have one more.
Oh, I think he's got one more here. Yeah, one more attempt.
When it starts you behind the start-finish line like that, it's going to give you the full attempt to make the run. So he just scrubbed lap 2, decided he didn't want it, and we'll see what happens. But Klaus had a 41.9. Klaus has been extremely fast these last few weeks. I mean, he's a mid-season entry, and he's climbed up into the points. He's
getting
he's
up to
doing
speed
really well.
very quickly. Definitely. And that's
Yeah,
been noted coming from the paddock over there in Slapex. They've been talking very fondly of him over there and his speed and his natural ability.
Fastest lap.
Wow, 41.878. Zach Goddard with a 41.910 jumps into second position. So it's all or nothing here for Joshua Darnell to get out of that podium position, that final podium position, if you will. Sitting in third here ahead of Olivier Rateau.
This should be a very good lap. He made that turn extremely smoothly.
Definitely got that rocket off. We'll see if he can continue the momentum. Great use of the curb here.
And he does not do it. That was a 42 too. That was a 42 too. He did not do it. He did not improve.
Couple tenths shy of his fastest lap there. So that has to hurt Joshua Darnell a little bit, but this is one of those courses going to favor some drivers over others, just based on its incredible technical ability there. As you see, Jake Robichaud trying to navigate that right-left chicane.
I believe this is his last lap. He did touch the inside wall there. It didn't report any incidents on my side, but he might have got a 0x, which would scrub the lap.
0 is a good line through here. You can get the switch back nice. A lot of weight transfer usage.
Yeah, especially when you
a lot of swinging of the car. All or nothing through the gantry, and it's a 43.133. Not better than his 42.393, so he'll have to settle for fifth as he parks it off. Joshua Darnell just out there ripping laps away here now. Brian, he knows he's got to tighten something up here.
Yeah.
Before he heads into that session with the rest of them. He's going to be in Heat 3. So.
Got a minute or so.
Two actually, Story.
Not going to go any easier on Goddard. He said he's bringing it these last two races. His little victory lap. But yeah, like you said earlier, a lot of weight transfer in this car, or on this track. I think it's the only track in the lights that I reduce my roll bar down to a tension of 3. I'm usually sitting at 5, but I got to put it down at 3 on this track just because you need that body to roll.
I agree. You
need
to plant hard in that right left. You need to be able to get all the grip and get it really quick. At the moment that tire slams down into the dirt, you need to be using it to kick that car to the left. If you don't, the moment it happens, you risk running into that tire barrier on the outside.
It's also very easy track to overdrive. This is just a drive it like you're on the regular road, not like
a Sunday cruise.
Track.
Yeah,
exactly.
especially through that section. Most aggressive section I likely am is in that pendulum swing into the hairpin at the base of the track. But other than that, really, yeah, the rest of it is very, very smooth. Very smooth. So fun. I can't wait. The Joker always exciting here too, because it leaves a delta that has little to be desired. So you want to use it pretty late, but you don't want to get yourself into trouble. So our starting grid for heat number 1: Klaus Kreutzer ahead of Joshua Darnell, Jake Robichaud, Matthew Grove, Stephen Moreau. We have 2 heats here this evening and 1 semifinal. So that puts Darnell in behind Klaus Kreutzer, but on the outside line, almost a favorable line, in my opinion, if you want to stay out of calamity in Barcelona. As we fire it up for heat number 1, it goes green. And it's a great launch from Klaus on the inside, and Joshua Darnell gets into it with Jake Robichaud on the inside. Going to give up the position? No, he's going to hold it side by side. File maybe in behind. He does. In front of Matthew Grove here. And it's a single file line for Klaus Kreutzer, Jake Robichaud, and Joshua Darnell on the outside looking in here in 3rd position. So we get through the first little switch back here, get into the hairpin, and technically start our first lap here. Klaus Kreutzer blinking just a bit off my screen.
Kreutzer blinked off the track, and he's around. Oh, it looked like he was going around on my side.
Yeah, that was and Jake Robichaud doesn't break enough here. Into the corner, smacks into Klaus Kreutzer, and ends his race. Klaus is having some connection issues for certain.
It is terrifying.
At a bad time to make a mistake while the blinking happens. Very, very unfortunate. Joshua Darnell now. I think
Darnell's going to go for the pass here and lose the car. The car's going to disappear.
You want to. Yeah, right. You want to do that quick. Or take your Joker. If he doesn't, I probably would, and just get it over with and suffer the call. Oh, look at that. Through turn 1, he's blinking again. And
you're coming out next to an invisible car. They just went through each other.
They did. Netcode is playing some mind tricks on us at the moment. Yeah.
And Netcode's playing extremely favorable to both of them.
It is. It is.
But Justin, you were saying about the Joker before. Unique Joker to this track. It's always the Jokering car's responsibility to exit safely. But on this track, it's a little hard. I mean, it's a little bit like not kill. You can run and keep your line. Benefit. Yeah. But if you have cars coming out wide out of the regular lap, there's not much you can do besides fully slamming on the brake to avoid hitting them. We saw it last night between teammates in JC Sim Sport. Just two cars making collision. It's incredibly hard to get two cars going side by side, one going out the Joker and one on the regular track.
Oh, especially here. I mean, we were talking about Knock Hill. Knock Hill has so much more space on the exit there. The Joker and a little more time for that choice to happen. Here it's a little tighter, and it happens a little quicker. Opportunity here for Joshua Darnell down in the bottom hairpin. Goes side by side with Klaus, puts him to the inside. I'm going to go for a little switcheroo. Switch back, goes to the inside. He's going to take it clean. Easy here on Klaus. Going to pull P1.
And that's what we can talk about, overdriving the car. Klaus was spinning those back tires in that dirt, and Darnell just lightly stayed on the gas, and you got all the grip.
No kidding. And Joshua Darnell in the final corner, rather, in that final horseshoe, pushing ever so hard.
Comes out into traffic. That's not what he was looking for.
Right, so the Joker, I see why he took it. He wanted to kind of give himself some room and recoup from that mistake, but this is that unfavorable delta we mentioned. Yeah, so he's stuck behind traffic.
Much better laps than Kreutzer.
A great problem to have in Barcelona.
Exactly.
If somebody gets into an issue, look at that.
Now he was just running in clean air.
Yeah.
Quiet race.
And P2 here if he keeps it going.
He's going to sneak a P2 out of this.
Joshua Darnell goes down to his Joker. Has to. It's the final opportunity to do so, and it's going to put into. Oh, he's going to get by.
He's going to get by.
This is that traffic issue we talked about, but they're going to make it clean here. And it's going to be Joshua Darnell right ahead of Matthew Grove, who's going to hold off Klaus Kreutzer on that mistake now. So a little bit of a shakeup already.
He's only about a half a second behind Josh Darnell in total lap time on this track.
Hanging right on there. Right.
Yeah.
Once the Joker switch happened, everything kind of unfolded. All the dust settled, and here it is.
That just shows how powerful just having clean air and getting to run the lap you want to run is.
Oh, unreal. Good little lineup here for these three. Joshua Darnell dives down into the final couple corners. You can round it no problem here to take heat number one. And Matthew Grove is going to transfer tonight ahead of Klaus Kreutzer, Stephen Moreau, and Jake Robichaud, who will battle it out in that semifinal. And heat number two coming up real quick. If it's as spicy as this one, it's going to be good. Wow, less cars is more here in Barcelona, it seems, Brian. So wait for the session to settle down. What a fantastic little race. And see what we have left here for heat number two. Grid. Zachary Goddard, Olivier Rateau, Eric Dubois, and Chris Lunan. So we're one car short, so it'll be a little tamer, no doubt, Brian, unless we've got some close battling going on. Olivier Rateau looking great here this evening in qualifying. We'll see if he can bring that on into his heat race and carry on and give Zachary Goddard a little run for his money.
Exactly. Happy to see Olivia here tonight. He messaged me earlier in the week, said our island has no power or no internet. But
and Roth, it's a great start. I think so. If he did, help him on that launch, but he suffers a little bit on the corner, goes a little bit wide, gives it up to Zachary Goddard out there. So he's tagging on in tow, and it's Eric Dubois now entering the picture, and Chris Lunan right there in tow. So it is a tight battle so far. Can Eric Dubois hang on to Olivier Rateau? Can Olivier Rateau give anything to Zachary Goddard? Find out here shortly. Zachary Goddard has a great start, building a little bit of a gap already, and the race has basically just begun. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, if I'm Rateau, I'm not focused on Goddard at all. I know he's been faster than me all season. I'm just focused on the cars behind me. And if I'm Rateau right now, I'm going to Joker on lap 4. Let them figure out what they need to do. He's into the barrier.
A little bit of a bump out.
He gets a little help from Dubois, but now Dubois on the inside trying to look for it.
Dubois do something here. He tries to. gets a little hot onto the inside, has to go around, files in behind Olivier Rateau, and now Chris Lunan loving this so far. If this battle keeps going the way it is, and look at that, Olivier Rateau goes out to Joker. Eric Dubois thinks of it, changes his mind at the last minute, and it makes him very tight through the final corner, loses a bunch of time. Chris Lunan goes in behind Olivier Rateau to go out, and Zachary Goddard away and away still. No Joker taken yet, though, from what I can see. And Eric Dubois, also the only one.
I'm looking at this car, Justin. I'm looking for my name. It was here last week.
Around.
I don't see it this week.
Oh, boy. You go around the barriers there?
Yep, they went around the barriers there.
Wow. No slowdown either, or if you did get a slowdown, it was cleared already, so this battle spicing up big time.
Yeah. Oh!
Back.
Loading into the wall, and that is it for him.
Take him out of it right there.
We're going to take a look back at that.
Ramadan.
When
that
it pulls
was,
up on my screen. Here we go. We're going to take a better look, I think.
Yeah, before this goes any deeper, let's have a quick peek at this. This is a mistake that happens so easily, especially if you're stuck in the dirt or if you just don't quite see the entrance because the car ahead of you is smack into the wall. And yeah, just misjudged. So easy to do riding that that close. It's gonna be very familiar or just ride really conservative. But it's Zachary Goddard here, who's not having a race conservative at all. Got his Joker strategy done. He's out and away here by quite a handful of seconds as he rounds through and starts the final lap. Eric Dubois right behind goes out to his Joker lap. Does he come into Calamity? He will does make it around Olivier Rateau. Pretty cleanly, in fact. So this will be the closest battle we'll have on the track at the moment. Can Olivier Rateau take this transfer spot from Eric? Margin for error here so small, Bryan, especially in the final laps. It can really be anybody's race. Oh, a little bit hard on the brakes is Rateau.
That hairpin's a little hard. He's taking it more like the line you would if the barrier was in the right spot. And,
right.
He's having to
That's
correct
a little.
turn.
I have to wonder if that's by design.
It's generally the better car here. It's a little more nimble, easier to get around. So, but really only not in this first sector. This first sector, Subaru is dominant, and we'll see if Rateau can make it happen in the second half.
Think there's always something that can happen here.
I think he's just hoping that Dubois really messes up this turn here.
I think so too, and it could happen. It could happen, and he doesn't. Gets a strong rocket off, leaves him in the dust there. Oh, Zachary Goddard doing the final little switch back in the other end. Gonna dive down in the horseshoe for the final time. We've been finished for a while, actually. We skipped the lap, but it's Zachary Goddard.
That was it.
Ahead of Eric Dubois. That was it right there. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. No, it is. It's just the way the track counts up the laps. Ahead of Eric Dubois. Olivier Rateau will not quite make it in there. He'll have to go to the semifinals along with Chris Lunan. We'll see what those semifinals have for us. It's going to be a great little lineup, no doubt. We've got the best off already settled in, ready for their feature. The semifinal will set the stage entirely. Klaus Kreutzer, Olivier Rateau, Stephen Moreau, Chris Lunan, and Jake Robichaud. Anything can happen here with 5 cars in Barcelona. So this is going to be a great semifinal. Good amount of cars. 5 is excellent here. So let's get it going. For green, Klaus Kreutzer with a rocket. Everyone leaves Olivier Rateau into the dust. Hard into the brakes, though, is Jake Robichaud. He's almost stunned by that. Smacks the wall, but takes 3rd, respectively, right ahead of Chris Lunan. He's chasing down Klaus. Klaus goes a little wide in through the sweeping dirt hander, leaves a little bit of a door. All this does is just accordion everybody deeper together.
Oh, that was Moreau.
Who's that behind there? That's Stephen Moreau around into the right-hand sweeper. Another easy spot as Olivier Rateau jokers down at the first lap, and that's going to DQ him. Yeah. That is a penalty for sure. You cannot do that here.
Yeah, the sim will handle that one, but
it sure will. That hurts though. So put him basically to the back. Klaus, great line through there. Chris Lunan, he's getting harassed by Jake Robichaud now. Jake wants to make a pass somewhere. You can see it. He's just trying to figure out where. a little aggressive. I think he wants to get something done really quickly, but he needs to. There's lots of race left.
Yeah, this is only the first lap.
Lunan goes deep and wide here and just gives it right up to him. Knows he makes the mistake. Yeah, Chris almost a little bit spooked by that wall. He doesn't want to hit it again. Jake Robichaud goes out to Joker, and he's almost lucky Lunan comes in behind him because he almost gave the pass away.
Rateau comes in behind him too.
Rateau comes out here, and it's a little bit of a contest. These two are going to go side by side. Oh, Lunan backs out of this one, goes off the track, gives it to Rateau.
Yeah,
not missing much up front. Klaus Kreutzer running away from. Oh boy.
Yeah, it looks like Lunan's struggling a little bit to keep the wheels under him.
A little bit of a mess here on strategy because we got half of them with Jokers done and a couple without. I think we're looking pretty. Yeah, I think with the Delta, it's still going to stand as it is right now. Klaus Kreutzer, oh, Jake Robichaud, almost a big mistake there. Nearly smacks the tire barrier.
What we talking about losing the car. Wheels get out from under you, and this is a windy track. That car, you got to keep the weight managed.
You have to keep it very tame.
I mean,
very tame.
The car around there and got the fastest lap, though.
He did. Certainly did. So, doing something right for sure. Very good through that right-left chicane anyways, at least compared to Olivier Rateau in the last Delta that I looked at. Still a big order here to catch Klaus Kreutzer, who took his Joker last time around. So the natural gap now sitting at about 2.5 seconds. So it's a bit of a tall order, but he can still make it to the feature here, Robichaud can, Jake, if he can just take a few deep breaths here and then hold on to P2 ahead of Olivier Rateau.
One wrong move on this track will eat a second off your time.
Certainly will. Stephen Moreau sitting in the pits here. One tire missing off that car, front right, hanging right off of it. As Klaus Kreutzer smacks through the right-left chicane, goes a little bit wide, nearly taps the wall on the exit. Does not collects it. Doesn't bleed much time. Both the drivers wide through the hairpin at the bottom. Very tame race at the moment. Looks like Olivier Rateau might be battling. He's either battling some issues getting that car rotated through the hairpins, or he's got a setup problem.
Well, they're on the fixed setup, so it shouldn't be a setup issue. He might have touched something earlier in the race and
I guess like damage. Sorry, like yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like
trying to look at the steering wheel through here and see what straight looks like on his car.
Oh, Chris Lunan around, doing flips. Almost makes it back onto the track onto the other side. He's a safety barrier caught him before he went back out.
We're gonna see if we can pick up what happened there. Well, Klaus is gonna finish the last couple of laps here.
Oh, same sector. He gets. He gets over. Oh, clips that. Ouch.
We got Klaus coming around.
He does.
Final sector.
Final little jump switch back down into the final couple corners. And he's going to be our second to last transfer into the feature. Jake Robichaud will take that final transfer spot in second here in the semifinal ahead of Olivier Rateau rounding. And then from the pits, it looks like it's going to be Chris Lunan and then Stephen Moreau.
I mean, I'm curious to see if Olivier keeps his position, which is incredible to keep this position with that penalty. He does.
No kidding. He does. Just based on the laps alone, because it's a 40-second penalty. So interesting. Luck of the draw. He'll save a few points there when it all gets down to it. But we are going to step aside real quick. We're going to let these drivers warm up, get some fresh dirt out on the track as we prepare for our feature this evening. Stay with us.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McLaughlin contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn 1, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going as well.
You're so interesting.
We welcome you back to round 186 of the championship overall and round number 9 of the 26th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders here in Barcelona, with Bryan, Sawyer in the production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaud, live on the Automotive Sports Network. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, OSS, for your continued support of NASA sim racing. And your cameras for tonight's broadcasts are brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. And finally, the intro music for the NASA World Feed was produced by Alex Sabetti. If you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and ring the bell to be notified of our live streams on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, along with shorts courtesy of Jess Rakowski. If you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone. All of the info is at nasasimracing.com, and if you're an iRacing driver, be sure to get in here, even if it's just to have some fun with us. Now, Bryan, quick thought before we send these guys off. Fiction, yes, if you will.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lap times here, and Goddard and Darnell have been flipping back and forth as who's got the fastest lap. And right now it's Goddard, only about a 10th up. But that's all it takes. I mean,
definitely all it takes here, especially if you, you take the Joker into effect as well. If somebody Jokers at a bad time, gets stuck behind someone unfavorable or someone they don't want to be behind for a little bit. Yeah, it can affect it too. So.
Yeah, I think the double Joker strategy here, your Joker strategy is everything. We saw some cars last night in the lights. They would take their first Joker, come out into traffic behind somebody they're clearly faster than, and then struggle and then
suffer for a bit.
Lose their fast lap, because your Joker, the lap after your Joker is your fast lap.
Be your quickest,
Yeah, it will be your quickest lap, and if they're smart, they should not be taking a Joker on lap 10 or on the final lap.
Oh yeah, on the final lap, because of that exact fact, you lose all the runoff that you get on that.
For some reason we see a lot of people attempt that on the last lap of the heats or last lap. I mean, if you got the clear lead, sure, but if you're looking to,
people might just not know. They might not understand, or they might not think about it in the race. I mean, we see people that joke around the first lap too sometimes here, and kind of get in a bad way about it as well. So it's yeah, I mean, race jitters can play a bit of a factor too. It's expected in contenders as well, as the drivers move up and get settled in their I rating and get more seat time.
Like a railroad crossing there at the Joker for the first time. Don't take it. And the gate goes
yeah, exactly. And then you have instances too where if you get jokered up really early, and nobody else does, or just a few other people do that you're comfortable running with, you can kind of catch up some time in the back and then make it all up later on in the race.
Hey, look at this.
Tracks like Charlotte come to mind for similar strategies. But
look at this gap. We got Klaus here, 3/10 up on Goddard.
Oh boy, through practice here.
Man, if he was only here for the whole season, we'd have a 3-way fight. We would have had a 3-way brawl.
For the whole season, had he showed, yeah, no kidding. That'd have been crazy. We'll see what he has for us next season if he signs up. Klaus definitely looking like someone you're not going to want to mess with next year for sure. Watch for the 77 incoming seasons here. Got for time. It's getting there. A few more seconds. We'll watch him round the beautiful curves of Barcelona here for a few more seconds before we get it underway.
30 more seconds of practice. Who do you think is going to win, Justin?
Who do I think is going to win? Oh, man. It's crazy. Barcelona brings back so many wild, like, atrocious memories for me. I love the course so much. I feel really quick here, but it always ends in calamity for me. And not some of it's self-inflicted, but oftentimes it's not. So I'm gonna say Joshua Darnell is gonna win, but I think someone else is not going to win because of an issue. So we'll call it that. There'll be some drama.
So you're anticipating him not being up.
I'm anticipating
and then
true
dying
Spanish drama. Yeah, of some sort. Yeah, someone holding on to it and then maybe making a big mistake. Mistake's going to be what's going to kill it for someone tonight or take someone's night out. We're doing it all evening as we get it set here for the feature race. A little 6-car battle. It's going to be the most cars we've had on here tonight, no doubt, but I think it's a good number. We got Joshua Darnell ahead of Zachary Goddard, Matthew Grove, Eric Dubois, Klaus Kreutzer, and Jake Robichaud. Nice and filled here. Start's going to be important again, Brian. We've seen some people rocket off early, but make a mistake and lock up and go deep and blow it. So we'll see if Joshua Darnell can hold that inside line. I think he's looking good for it. Waiting on Robichaud here. We don't. He doesn't make the start. We're off. And wow, look at the 4 start from is that Zachary Goddard up there? It is. Pushes his way up and through there. Yeah, Matthew Grove tries to jump in as well, but he can't. Klaus Kreutzer gets the car over-rotated, smashes into Matthew Grove. Matthew Grove saves it with a little bit of an e-brake yank there. I saw that. Great little move, but he has to file in behind Eric Dubois now and suffer for a little bit of a lap because of that mistake. So he's a couple behind. Oh, he makes the pass on Eric Dubois there. So now he's following behind Klaus. Didn't like that move, so he's got to be out for it for sure. Zachary Goddard now holding off Joshua Darnell. He's giving him a run for it. So they're trying to make it happen on the track here. Joshua Darnell already trying to make it happen. Smashes himself into the tire barrier, causes a bit of a roadblock. And look at Klaus Kreutzer cuts the course to make it through. He's going to get a slowdown, but he might even be able to get that cleared in time.
Justin, the
doesn't get a
slowdown. 100% worth it right there. He's only 1.6 back. Everybody else is plus.
Wow. So
detrimental for Darnell there. We're going to take a look back at it here.
Yeah, let's have a look here as Zachary Goddard just runs away with this lead at the moment.
So we're coming through the hairpin here. He might have been trying to set up for a pass.
He was. Look, he goes deep into the inside. I watched it happen. Max into it.
And he just didn't know where to go. He didn't know if they wanted him to go forward or backwards.
And then got it stuck. Yeah, you got to make that choice quick. Ram that back into reverse and get out of the way. But tough to make that choice when it happens. That's a mistake you don't want to see happen. So I mean, I got it I got a half right, I guess, but I didn't expect it to happen to Darnell. So
I know. Wasn't expecting it on lap 2 either. A lot of race left. He might have thought he was faster, but I wouldn't want to force the issue that early.
No kidding. It was just a little bit of impatience for sure. There is a ton of race left. We're gonna have a lot more race than we've had here this evening, no doubt. Zachary Goddard looking great through the hairpin now. He's holding off Klaus Kreutzer. Klaus Kreutzer is falling a little bit behind. 2.5 seconds is the gap here. And then it's another 5 to Eric Dubois, and it's a battle now. Joshua Darnell enters, tries to bring it to Matthew Grove to the back.
Taking their first joker. So I think they're playing the long game strategy, try and get them out of the way and see if they can run faster than the front boys.
In the fronts and make a move late in the race.
First one. Is he going to come out into traffic? No, he's absolutely clear.
Cleared by quite a bit. So so just on that, yeah, getting a little messy there. He's having a hard time through that corner. I don't know if he's having an issue getting that Subaru turned around. I mean, in those hairpins, the Fords would definitely have a little bit of an advantage, but could be some damage too from Eric Dubois there on that one as well. He's getting real close here to Klaus. Klaus must be making a mistake there in the number 77.
Yeah, Klaus is just throwing it real wide, overdriving the car a little bit.
Up some time, he's letting Zachary Goddard
look at these position swaps. Nobody's in the spot where they started. We got Goddard up 1, Klaus up 3, Dubois up 1, Darnell down 3, and Grove down 2.
He was down 4. He's up 1 here, just passes Matthew Grove out on the track. Oh, he did. Matthew Grove did take a second joker, actually. So
that's why he got back in front of Darnell. Or Darnell got in front of him. Yeah.
Yep. So
they're right on top of you. Oh, Darnell's right on top of Dubois here. He might be able to sneak a podium back out of this. They've both only taken 1 joker.
Confidence, though, low on making a pass there in that section for sure. Tried to do something with Dubois. Just gave him a little booty tap. Almost gave him a bit of a push off the exit, which favored Eric more than anything.
I got a notification here. Klaus Kreutzer may have crashed. Gonna replay, see what happens here. I think he just blinked out of the sim.
Smacked. There's some damage there as well, though. So he possibly hit one of those tire barriers. Yeah, on one of the blinks.
Did he fall? Yeah, I think he might have fallen out.
He's still kind of having some connection issues as well, for sure. That might be where some of that speed loss is coming from. I noticed he was very slow in those corners it was happening in. Regardless, Zachary Goddard getting a little. He took a second joker. I was gonna say.
Oh, darn!
Happened there. It's Darnell.
Darnell clipping it.
Darnell's around, gets into Matthew Grove, and Darnell slams the car back into the wall so hard it actually broke it. So some frustration settling in for Joshua Darnell as he just slams the car into the wall, and he's going to park it.
At least he gets one more shot at the victory lap next week.
No doubt, champion-elect. So I mean, he's there's nothing lost there. So no shame in that. Although no doubt, never fun to just not have it in a session like that. Barcelona.
To you, Justin. My internal timing has broken. So if we're on the wrong car, scream at me.
We catching up here as race is fizzled out big time. We got gaps of 5-6 seconds here. Zachary Goddard now ahead of Klaus Kreutzer in second. It's by a margin of about 7 seconds, and I mean, that's with all Joker strategies now done. So the race pretty much done and dusted. We're looking for issues or errors or crashes at this point. Everyone pretty spread out. So we'll just go right on board with Klaus here as he holds off.
Klaus is the big winner of the night. Started 5th, up in 2nd. Probably wasn't expecting that this evening.
No, benefactor of the little parking lot. He saw a little bit of an opportunity to jump through the barriers, and it benefited him so greatly. Great little move there. I would have done the same thing had I saw it. Would have just taken it and gone with it. He knows the sim rules very well. And even if I didn't see that he had to slow down, even if he did, so much time to get it gone and removed. So number 9 here. So we got a couple more to go. Zachary Goddard looking really good. Building that gap even further now. 7 seconds on Kreutzer in the number 77. Eric Dubois falling a little bit behind as well yet again. Matthew Grove, again, the gaps just are slowly building here throughout. Just all the races, all their positions to lose at this
It's the
point.
last lap. Let's give everybody a little bit of screen time. I think some people are rocking some new paints. I can't really tell.
I think
my training paints might have been having issues. I don't know if that one's new or not from Dubois. I like it.
It does look pretty. Yeah. Can't remember right off the top of my head. His Groves looks as wicked as ever. It does look a bit new though. I don't remember that style of graffiti paint on the side. I might be
corners.
Yeah.
He's about to slide it and win it. Hopefully he doesn't get a slowdown there.
Drifts it around the corner. Yeah, that slowdown would be detrimental.
Don't get
as he wins here this evening. Again, so this will be his second win of the season. A great feeling that must be for Zachary Goddard, as Klaus Kreutzer in the number 77 will take second position ahead of Eric Dubois. Matthew Grove in fourth, Joshua Darnell in fifth, and Jake Robichaud didn't make the grid. He'll settle for sixth position. Not sure what happened there. Could have been some sim issues. I'm sure we'll find out later on, but he will take honorary sixth position as
the rest of the roster.
Klaus Kreutzer doing some donuts. Dubois was doing some donuts there as well, so lots and lots of fun.
We also have, don't forget, in seventh place we had Olivier Rateau, eighth Chris Linden, and ninth is Stephen Moreau tonight.
Thanks for picking me up on that, on the ending there. All right, so we got Goddard, Kreutzer, and Dubois. We'll get them filed into the media pen.
We got Dubois.
Slowly getting them over here. Goddard, notoriously late, so that's fine. We'll get them rolling anyways. First man in here, Eric Dubois. Hello, do you hear me?
Hey guys, I got you.
Hey. Okay, so talk me through that one. Barcelona, tough track, but you managed to bring it home tonight. Talk me through it.
A little bit of luck, maybe a lot of bit of luck. I'm just famously not that great here. We had that situation earlier in the race. I came up on the hairpin coming out of the chicane there, and Darnell had, I think, biffed it, and I seen Matt next to him and seen some open space, so I sat there for a split second, and I was like, well, I'm going to take that. I just assumed Matty couldn't get over into it because of the angle he was at. So I just took that and had to keep my head down and focus on the next turn. And I did do a lot of practice here this week, so that definitely paid dividends. And you got guys like Klaus and everybody else in the team that's really looking out for each other and helping in those moments when we're struggling on a particular part of a track. And man, I came in with no expectations tonight. So with the smaller field, I guess it kind of worked out. But yeah, I'm still kind of pinching myself a little bit.
Hey, no, a great race today. Despite a good job navigating that field, is a tough one, especially the little accident there. Good patience for sure. So, who'd you like to thank tonight for the good little race? Good P3.
Big shout out to the missus who are always putting up with me being in the rig as much as they do, and so much thanks to just TWRS, Team Watson, everybody over there, what that whole team environment provides for all of us, and everybody in here at Slaypex, and always important to mention Robbie Kirtley, man. He's always in my ear, and even in these races, he's like the dude sitting on my shoulder. Don't do that, and don't do that, and do this, but no, I got a great support network around me, and a good bunch of teammates. So much thanks to them, and as always, too, thanks to you guys. You guys put in so much work and do so much to make such. The broadcasts are just great. A lot of fun to go back and watch, and NASA, the leadership, drivers, you name it. Everybody involved in that. Since Maddie's not up here, I'll fill his shoes, man. If you're get off your rump and get out here and jump in the rig and have some fun with us and turn some laps. It's this is an absolute blast, man. I feel very blessed.
It's not for the faint of heart, but it's a ton of fun.
Hey,
And it doesn't take a lot of time either, which is great.
When I started league racing, even up until maybe about 6-8 months ago, I'd black out in half my races. So it's definitely nerve wracking, and I guess the heart pumping with it. Yeah. That's why we race. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, and you have yourself a good night and enjoy this win. We'll see you on Saturday now as well.
Appreciate it, guys. Finish out the season.
Take care, man. Eric Dubois, P3. We have Kreutzer sitting in the media pen. We'll bring in Klaus Kreutzer. Can you hear me, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, all right, P2. That's not so bad here at Barcelona. Talk me through that race. You were working real hard for it.
Yeah. I don't know how it looked on stream, but my whole sim just froze maybe like 7 or 8 times.
Okay, so that was what was happening. Yeah, it looked like you were having issues with the skipping too. So
yeah, it's not my internet. It's something to do with the PC and the sim. It's been plaguing me for a couple weeks now.
Comes and goes.
Yeah. Heat 1 race, taking the start finish line. I know I disappeared off the track there for everyone behind me. It caused a bit of havoc, but yeah, the feature race. I was behind, got a decent start from the back row, and then I was behind Darnell and Goddard, and Darnell made the move and caused a little chaos, and I had to like slip around the other side of the tire barrier because there was just nowhere to go.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
And
a good
then
move, really.
yeah, and then filed in behind Goddard, and just tried to keep it clean, not crash, and deal with the skips and everything I was doing. Yeah.
You said it like right when you said skips, like on the sim. I
saw that. I'm
during a
watching.
replay.
Yeah.
So,
it's having a hard
it's
time.
And I know it's rough for everyone else on track. I just feel really bad.
Yeah.
It's just it's not ideal to.
Some graphics things kind of play kind of weird. Yeah. I mean, despite all the issues, I mean, great run, and who would you like to thank today for P2, man?
Appreciate it. Well, yeah, all the glory goes to God, absolutely. First and foremost, anybody watching, supporting my family, brothers, Josh at home, and Dak, everybody at TWRS, Eric for bringing me in and helping me out, and just all the guys on the team, getting some practice in and having some other cars on the track to battle with. It's learning a lot and getting a lot faster. I felt so good with pace here today, aside from the issues I was dealing with. So it's definitely fun running with this kind of pace. So
definitely, man, we could see it, and fantastic. I'm so excited to see how you develop too, especially if you stick around and race with us some more. So good little finish. Hope to see you next week. We'll see you on Saturday though too. You get that ticket to the supercar race. So excited for that.
Yeah, hopefully I can fix some issues for that.
Yeah, for sure, I guess.
Crossed,
yeah. Right. Well, take care, my friend, and we'll let you go this evening.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Klaus Kreutzer, second position. Great run tonight. Got some issues with the sim. We'll have to see if we can get those sorted out. But Zachary Goddard not having any issues at all. Zach, can you hear me, my friend? Always takes a second. Let's give him a minute.
I got you.
Hey, there you are. Hey, buddy, great run. It seemed to kind of part your pressure, anyways, so to speak, with the issue that happened. But talk me through your race, regardless, man.
I completely expected a exciting race there after I got the jump on Darnell there. I expected him to hound me the whole race. He almost.
Oh yeah, the start. Oh, who could forget the excellent start too.
He almost had a great move up on the there on that hairpin and just barely caught that wall. Then Klaus, I knew he had the pace, and he was about 3 seconds behind me after that, so I was just trying to bridge that gap. I think he made a mistake, and I was able to knock out my 2 jokers and stay in front. After that, it was just hitting my marks till the end.
Yeah, we're actually bringing up the replay now. The start, you jumping out in front is an excellent move, to be honest, and really set you up for the rest of the race. The move after the incident, though, was wild. I'm not shocked because it can happen. The gap's there, but just like the awareness to jump through the tires. Were you worried about like the sim? Or sorry, I'm thinking of Kreutzer. Sorry, you were just off and away. When you saw behind you and Klaus shot through. Like, were you thinking he had like a slowdown? Were you worried about him maybe catching up?
I honestly didn't see his line through there. I just happened to look down and see he was a
Okay,
couple
so you didn't
seconds
see him.
behind
Okay,
me.
yeah, he shot. Sorry, yeah, I was getting mixed up. No, yeah, Klaus, like when he got jumped up, he shot between the tires, so he actually had to avoid that. I think other than that, if he didn't do that, he would have been away like even further. So,
Oh, dang.
but great race though, man.
Thank you.
That's I think your second win this season. Second.
Yeah, because I got one at Crandon.
Yeah, because you got one in Crandon. Yeah, so, dude, looking good, man. You come back with us again. You're a shoo-in to win that championship next season. So excited to see what you can bring for us. So, you're gonna race on Saturday. We'll see you again next week. So we got some work to do. No kidding. But excited to see what you have for us.
Yep, I think I'll actually be able to race Saturday for once.
Beauty.
So,
That'll be fun. Excited for that. Now, who'd you like to thank, man, before we send you off?
first off, my wife and my dad for the support and watching the stream, and as always, all of the NASA crew, from the broadcast team to the sanctioning people of the race, I guess, and JC Academy for bringing me on, and Emma and Debbie over at Crown Creamery. Glad to put them on top.
Sweet. Love it, man. Great run today, buddy. Looking forward to see what you have for us on Saturday, hopefully, and obviously next week as we cap this season off.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks so much, man.
See ya.
Ooh, got a little bit mixed up there as trying to multitask, and never works for me.
It happens.
Oh, buddy, I don't know why I try sometimes. But we'll get let's get some. I think you have points, right? Oh, that's a race confirmation, right? Let's get the results confirmed here first. Zachary Goddard takes a commanding lead over Klaus Kreutzer in this dramatic feature, with Eric Dubois in third, Matthew Grove in fourth, Joshua Darnell in fifth, and Jake Robichaud in sixth. I don't think you could have guessed that final.
Hey, Justin.
Somebody did.
A lot of sleigh pegs on there.
A whole bunch of sleigh pegs racing.
Next season I'm coming like
and Josh is at home jumping off the couch because it's the JC Academy driver up top here. So great job, JC Academy, just handing it out there today in Barcelona. As let's take a look at driver points that we're going into next here.
There's been a lot of movement. Last
kind of movement.
Phenomenal finish. Jumped from P9 to P6. I think that's probably where he's going to end up in the championship overall. But he put up big numbers tonight.
Dang, great work there. So
rocking top 10.
Yep, jumps up into the picture there. So Joshua Darnell 188 ahead of Zachary Goddard 146. Matthew Grove in third. Eric Dubois in fourth. Jake Robichaud in fifth. And Klaus Kreutzer in sixth position, up 3. Takes down Ed Boyles Jr. in seventh. JP DeFino in eighth. Jeff Cartwright in ninth. And Olivier Rateau, the Frenchman, up 1.
Jake
73. And it's tied. Actually, if you look at it though, 8th to 10th is tied. So
wow, that is. We'll see.
It's going to be.
Sort themselves out next week.
They will. It'll be fun to watch teams, and it's just TWRS, but a bunch of Slaypex and Slaypex Racing Ford 390, Slaypex Racing Subaru 258, Saints and Sinners Subaru 225, JC Academy 186. Some huge jumps there from JC Academy late in the season. They kind of settle there in 4th position. Mickey Esports in 5th. Red Beaver Racing in 6th. TWR Subi Squad 1 and 2, 70 and 56 with 7 and 8th position. Yes, 2 Motorsports 9th, and Vice in 10th. Manufacturers 390 for 4. Or sorry,
got a little closer.
You're wrong again. A little ahead of myself there. 233 for. Did get a little closer there. Oh, so Zachary Goddard kind of narrows it out a little bit. 233 for Ford, 210 for Subaru, and 10 for Volkswagen there. Could get a little dramatic. So you know what? This is crazy. I like it. It's this closest battle we've had for manufacturers in a little while. So
it could swap if some dramatic things happen. We don't have a lot of Fords, but we have enough. probably
totally
hold it
could.
together.
Yeah, especially if the field kind of shakes up a little bit too. Final race of the season, we'll find out. But quickly, before we start to finalize things, programming notes here for you again this evening. Torque Motorsports, or Torque Sports Car Series, rather, Season 6 at Le Mans on October 31st at 8:30 Eastern. Bryan and Cody for that one. And then this Saturday, we'll continue our NASA Rallycross Super Series Round 9, also at Barcelona, November 2nd, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Josh and Bryan for that one. And Futures and Lights on Sunday, round number 10 at Knock Hill on November 3rd, 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern, respectively. Ethan and Josh Darnell for that one. And then back here for the final round, NASA Rallycross Contenders, also at Knock Hill on November 4th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Bryan and myself for that one. And as always, the NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Cameras for tonight's broadcast brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. And finally, our intro music for the NASA World Feed is produced by Alex Abedi. And a reminder, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and ring that bell to be notified of our live streams on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, along with our shorts, courtesy of Jess Rakowski. And if you'd like to race in NASA, head on over to nasasimracing.com and get on in here in our Discord and say hi. We'll get you figured out. We've got something for everyone. We're having a bunch of fun in here, so get on in and get racing with us. Bryan, final thoughts before we send it off this evening?
Not the race I was expecting tonight, but the race we got.
Never is it Spain.
I given Klaus Kreuzer play of the game tonight. Jumping that tire barrier, just tanking that penalty, and holding on the P2. That was
it's always
jump
crazy.
in positions, a great decision, and I liked it.
I like it a lot. I love the racing here always. It's issue after issue. I was kind of surprised we didn't have something in the right left chicane, but that's the only comment I'll have tonight. I think the drivers executed that portion of the track incredibly well. So kudos to them. The hairpin at the other side, that's tricky. Consistency is like really key to being fast in that area and on this track. But it's a tough spot to be. You really got to get that pendulum. You got to get that weight transfer right. You got to really know the car, have a good feel for it. You got to do it a lot. And yeah, I think we got a moving barrier now too to worry about. So you really have to widen your margin of practice, or at least widen your expectations on where it's going to be. So yeah, that's tricky. I'm gonna look out for that next time we go and race at Barcelona. I haven't been there in a little while, but the checker flag has fallen on the evening. From all of us at the Automotive Sports Network, from Jess Rakowski, Victor Valley, Cody Erdman, Ethan Halsey, Josh Darnell, Josh Mertz, and Bryan Sawyer. My name is Justin Robichaud. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of NASA Rallycross Contenders from Spain. We congratulate our winner, Zachary Goddard, this evening. And if you'd like to join us, be sure to join us on Saturday for the Supercars, also here in Spain. And until then, take care, everyone.